Hi guys, welcome back to the channel, and it's good to have you all here. I remain Honey, your favorite Nigerian girl in Benin. Actually, I have a new name now, adopted Beninese. Yeah, your favorite adopted Nigerian Beninese. Today, I'll be sharing with you some culture shock that I had when I just relocated to Cotonou. I'm still having some actually, no, some are still a shock to me. So, before we dive right into the video, these things that I want to talk about is not to degrade any culture, not Nigerian culture, nor Beninese culture. It's just for us to see the difference in the way we do things, the way we behave, and just learn one or two things from one another's culture, you understand? So, the first thing I'll be talking about is monthly rent. Oh my god. Hey! I was surprised the first time I came here to hear that they pay rent monthly. Don't believe my ears when they told me, like, how would they be paying rent monthly in Nigeria? We pay rent per year. You know, you can just pay rent today like this and just go to bed, sleep, and be expecting that the next time you are going to pay another rent is this time next year. But in Benin, it is not like that. You pay your rent every month. You pay your water bill every month. You pay for light every month. So honestly, that part of their culture of paying rent monthly, it was very, very hard for me to, get used to it and just be like, okay, this is my reality now. And I just have to face it. You understand? The second one is their high school system timetable. In Nigeria, when we go to school in the morning, we come back when we are done with school, like maybe around 3, 4, 5 for some people that are doing extra lessons. But here, I was shocked the first time that I saw students going home at 12 p.m. That day I just asked my friend, like, are they done with school? Like, have they closed and all? He said no, they are going home for break. Then they will go back to school at 3 p.m. I think he said 3 or 2. I can't remember. But regardless of the time, I was surprised to see students leaving school at 12 p.m. and going home to eat, then return back at 3 p.m. to come and resume for the afternoon section. I, I don't understand. In Nigeria, that when you go home, like, there's anything that makes you to leave school and go back, or maybe they send you home for, maybe you did something, or probably for your own school fees, they sent you home to your parents to go and, get your school fees, or you must have done something, or for some good reasons, they just, you just have to go home after you've been to school in the morning. But it's not like this here. Oh. Hey, I was telling my friend that day that in Nigeria, nothing will make me go to school. I mean, I will leave my house in the morning, go to school, and leave school at 12 p.m. to say that I'm going home to go and eat. Nothing will make me go back to that school again that day. I mean, the school is over for the day. Honestly, if I remember that time, so anytime we owe school fees, they send us back home to go and, collect our school fees from our parents and everything. Even our parent knows that day is already gone. There's no point of us going to school again at 12 p.m., 1 a.m. or something. Because you'll even be tired. Before you get home, you'll be tired. So not even summon the strength and energy to say that you want to go back to school, to go and resume to classes. Except they said that they want to give me 1 million in that school. And I'm sure this is how it is for most of we Nigerians. So it was very surprising to me. Like, seeing students going home in the afternoon and with all joy and zeal and everything, they will still go back to school again at 3 p.m. And honestly, they are used to it though. They are used to it. But that is their own culture. If a Beninese student to go to Nigeria now, someone that is still in primary school, secondary school level, and they go to school in the morning, they will be expecting, at least for the first time, they'll be expecting that at 12, I'll go back home to eat, to play with my friends and everything. And when it is 12, nothing. They did not see anybody going home. One, nobody's going home. Nobody's going home. Next, they will be surprised, like, whoa. Some people don't go home here for break. Another culture shock that I've experienced as a Nigerian living in Benin Republic here in Cotonou is the way they cook their food. Actually, we have so many food in common, like amala, like eba, like rice, beans. We have so many foods in common, but the way they cook is always different. I was surprised when the first day that I saw them cooking beans with vegetable oil. I mean, who cook beans with ororo? How do you people eat it? Oh, like even me looking at it, it looks like someone just eating, just normal beans without anything on it. And the way they prepare their swallow too, their swallow is always very soft. Like you can, it's always almost like like water. No, not like very light like water, but the way when you press it, I don't know how to explain. This one is very succulent, soft. You know all this fluffy cake. That when you press it, like it's just being like this. It's a bit like this. It's always surprising. The first time that I saw the way Beninese swallow his amala, eba, semo, name it. That is how they prepare it. And honestly, I must admit that this part of their culture, I like it. Sincerely speaking. At first, it was very hard for me to, appreciate it, come to terms with it. When I go to events or to my friends' place and they prepare it, at first I was very reluctant, like, I don't want to eat. Like that thing is, how do you people, does it even stay in your stomach? This thing that look like a core. But along the line, I started liking it. Even I must confess, it's even the way that I prepare my swallow now because it's always very nice. It's nicer than our own that is always thick. The amala will be thick already before you even serve it, and by the time you serve it, if it gets cold, it will be strong. The same thing with eba, so the same thing with semo. But they prepare their own that is always very soft, and by the time it will get cold, it will not be hard. Like it will still be very, you know, like this, you understand? Another culture shock that I still find surprising, that is still a shock to me, even up to date, is the way they build their houses. I'm not talking about the outside. The outside is always nice, like the structure, especially with that their rooftop. I like that pattern very well. I like the design very well. But you see, when it comes to the interior, they have this one thing. Honestly, it's one of the things that I look out for when I want to look for houses. I always tell my agent, any houses that you have to pass through the kitchen to enter the toilet, I don't want it. Because most of the houses in Benin Republic, I don't know about other places, but Cotonou, where I've been living for the past 2 years, this is how most of the houses are. You have to pass through kitchen to enter toilet, for goodness sake. And most of these houses hardly have enough ventilations. Most times the kitchen will just put small windows, like the toilet will not even have any window at all. So now imagine you have to pass through the kitchen to enter the toilet because the toilet entrance is in the kitchen. This is very common in houses that are like a room and parlor. Yeah, you have to pass through the kitchen to enter the toilet. Another culture shock that I've seen since I've been living in Cotonou as a Nigerian is Beninese giving their children alcohol to drink, most especially the men. For example, there was this day that I went to the beach, me and my friend, and we just sat down somewhere. I just see this guy with his friends with one little girl. Maybe the girl should be like around 4 or 5 years old. The man was giving the girl, I think La Benenois. This is their holy drink that the grown men were drinking. I just tapped my friend like this, that, see what that guy is doing. It's not like, that was wrong. I said, what? Are you being serious? He said, the guy giving he said, is this child? I said, I'm so fucking what? Is he supposed to be giving the girl alcoholic drink today? At this very age, he said, he didn't say anything wrong with it. That's when I had to now calm down. Because it's just like, I'm the only one that is being concerned here. Even the other people that are there they didn't see anything bad in me. They're like, this one shocked me, and I'm sure it shocked you too. It shocked you. It shocked me. Whoa, whoa. So since then, yeah, I think I've not actually come to term with it that is a good thing, but when I see it, it does not bother me the way it was that first time. So I don't even bother to even put mouth in it to tell the person that whatever it is that what they are doing is not good, giving the child a call and everything. Since they didn't say anything bad in it, it's part of their culture. Like, whoa, whoa, you mean to tell me that? But we all have culture for a reason. Some of the things that we do as part of our culture in Nigeria may be a taboo here, and some of the things that they do here may be a taboo in our own country. So another culture shock that I've seen since I've been living here as a Nigerian in Cotonou is them preferring bikes to cars. I mean, who does that? Who prefer to take bike, have a bike, than to be cruising in a car? You understand? You know that feeling. But yeah, they don't care. Sincerely speaking, like that's why we have so many bikes. That's why we have so many bikes. And you even see women. I mean, Thai rapper, their rapper, sit down on bike like this with pride and joy and everything. When I first came here, I find it hard to come to terms with like are you people being serious? Are you being serious? For real? For real. And honestly, they like their thing like that, and it makes their life easy. It would be very hard for me as a lady in Nigeria to say I want to be opting for bike, bike. So I find it very surprising, yeah. The way they prefer bikes to cars, and the way their ladies drive bikes and do bikes. I find it even fascinating. It was shocking at first, but later on, I find it fascinating. Sometimes there was even a time that even me, I started learning how to drive bike, but it got to a point I said, no, 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 this is not for me. No, 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 this is not for me because I couldn't handle my fears on the bike. So like, I quit. Mm-mm. Let me be admiring it from afar. Let me be admiring it when I see ladies that are driving it. But for me, no, I prefer my car. The last culture shock that I'll be talking about that I've experienced since I've been living in Cotonou as a Nigerian is this one is also about their high school stuff, their secondary school students. Students drinking alcohol during school hours. I could not process that in my head. Like I find it I find it very hard to process. I said that they go home for breaks. There was this day that we went for an outreach in a school and they were on break. But during that period, that time that we went, they are already resuming back to school for the afternoon section. And I saw students entering the school, going to their classes with a can of star. I mean, star, not star Radler. I know what star Radler is. Even I know what the kind of star Radler looks like. I could not believe my eyes. They put straw inside and we were like, like the first person passed, the second person passed. The third, what is going on here? Am I dreaming? You people should wake me up. Do you mean to tell me that these students are going to the class like this with a can of alcohol? After I left there, I tried to look around to see if that now has something similar with the alcoholic can bottle to see if they have a beverage on the one that is non-alcoholic, but I didn't see any. And you people should please correct me if I'm wrong. If there is any kind of star that has non-alcoholic drink, I was also wondering that how will these children, if they've already taken alcohol, how will they continue classes like this? That was very surprising to me. But on the other hand too, I still don't find it surprising because on the norms, it's something that they might be taking at home, like you understand. So when I first came here, this is very shocking. And even up till now, I still find it very surprising and shocking that students, like people of young age, are not even up to 18, can be taking a whole. So that will be all for today's video. Thank you for watching this far, and I hope you enjoy my ta 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 ceremony. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel if you haven't, and as you guys know, it's all love and light from here. So please keep your comment respectful. I don't mean to insult any culture with this explanation. It's just to see the difference and the diversity in the way we do things. So this is how it is for my Beninese people and my Nigerian people and every other person that is watching this. I love you all. Until next time, stay blessed.